Network. I have first-year Willingboro head coach Steve Everett.
How you doing? How are you?
Well, I'm well. How are you?
I'm surviving.
Football season's here, right?
It is. It's definitely here. We're out running around, and I'm getting hot, and I'm tired. I'm old. Too old for this.
Well, we researched into this a little bit. Apparently, you're a 1988 grad of Willingboro High School. So
yes.
Things have come full circle for you.
Yeah. It's kind of like every kid's dream. When you get into this gig, you always want to come back home to be able to teach and coach in your hometown and in front of your family and stuff. So, I've traveled high and low to get to come back home. So it's been a dream come true.
That's really cool. And I guess your previous head coaching experience with Princeton High School. How will you bring that? What will you bring from there to this program?
Well, first off, we bring a knowledge of some of the teams that we're going to see from the West Jersey Football League. I've coached against Hopewell, I've coached against Lawrence, even though Lawrence has a new coach. But we know the kids that we're going to, we kind of know the kids and the style of stuff that we're going to see up there. That's going to be a little bit helpful for me. Then I got a lot out of Princeton, to be totally honest. It was a great bunch of kids, a great bunch of families. So just being able to run a program and knowing how we need to organize things from practice to our booster club and all that kind of stuff, is going to be nothing but instrumental. And so, I'm just kind of glad to bring all that knowledge I've been able to gain and those experiences back home.
That's really cool. And so it sounds like you're obviously looking to get the Willingboro program back to its winning ways.
Listen, we're not that far removed from wins. A couple of years ago, they were 10-1 and went to the semifinals in the section. So, tradition is never a problem here in Willingboro. It's just a matter of continuing that tradition all the time. These kids that are seniors, they were in that program, so they understand what it takes to win. So now it's just a matter of bringing everybody into the fold to working hard, to sacrificing and dedicating. And, it's been a great summer for us. We never had less than 60 kids a day in the weight room. That sacrifice and that dedication is there. So now, I just can't mess it up. I got to go out and coach it up and see what happens.
Sounds good to me. What do you see as the team's biggest obstacles for this season?
We're young. We're very young. We got 2 sophomores and a freshman quarterback. Up front we've got we got a lot of first year guys, but we're big first year guys, so that's always a nice problem to have. But youth is probably going to be our biggest thing, and then of course seeing the competition of teams that we're going to see. We got to open with a tough Northern Burlington team. Down the road we've got Camden and Woodrow Wilson, and then you got to go see a sectional title winner in Hopewell Valley. So we've got us a pretty tough schedule. But if we can manage that schedule, we should be okay.
So with that said, what would you classify as a success for this year's team?
That's a hard one. I'm back home. I'm in Willingboro, and so people in Willingboro they want us to win right now. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They want us to win right now. I think realistic though, if we go out and we're blocking and we're tackling and we're moving the ball and we're playing an exciting brand of football, then those on-field successes are going to come, and I think that we can meet those expectations of people. But you know what? The kids are learning a brand new style. And we're young, and they've got to know what it takes to play in varsity games. We got a lot of JV and freshman kids, so that experience that we're going to get from our scrimmages, we're hoping is going to pay off and help us when we get into our varsity games.
Sounds good. So you think there is a bit of a learning curve, but expectations are high.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we got a learning curve, but guess what? Nobody cares. We're Willingboro, and people are going to say, hey, look, you got a great bunch of athletes. You got size. We have all those things that people look at and say, you should win games right now. So you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go out and attempt to win games right now.
So based on that, what has to happen for that on-field success
to meet
the community's expectations?
Well, first off, you know what? We have to make sure that our guys up front know what they're doing and that they're moving well. And then our quarterback play has to be good. Our quarterback needs to go out and make some plays for us, whoever that quarterback is going to be. And I think that if we do those things, I think defensively we're going to be just fine. So it's going to be a matter of us moving the ball, putting up some points, and managing the clock and doing those kind of things. Obviously we're going to, sounds real cliche, but we don't want to turn the ball over.
Right.
When you got a bunch of young guys, turnovers kill you because kids will start to put their heads down, and we can't have those things. So I think that if we can run the ball effectively, and our big guys are controlling the game for us, I think we'll be just fine.
Take me to game number 1 against Northern Burlington, minutes before kickoff. What are you going to be feeling?
I'm going to be feeling like, where's Coach Belford? It's I tell the kids every time I walk out in the Carl Lewis Stadium, I start to get goosebumps because I remember us pregame being in the auxiliary gym and Coach Belford giving us that pregame speech and us just being ready to go out and play against anybody. We didn't think that we would lose a single game whenever he gave us a pregame speech, and so I got to meet those expectations. So it's going to be a whole lot of excitement. Every time I turn around, there's a flashback of some sort, and so it's just going to be a matter of us making sure that we're prepared and ready to go.
All right, so where do you think your strength is position-wise on this football team?
Probably at the running back spot. I mean, we're so deep at the running back spot. We probably got about 4 kids that anywhere else in the county, they're getting 150, 200 carries, and we're going to have to try to divide those carries up to keep all those horses happy. And then they're going to play some defense for us in our backfield. So our safety and our corner positions are going to be pretty strong because, we just got some pretty skilled kids back there. So they're going to allow us to do some really special things, I think, on our defense. And then, like I said, if our big guys are going, any one of those running backs is going to have a great day. So
depth is, I would say, is a good problem to have.
So. Oh, yeah, no, without a doubt. We're looking at 55 kids, sophomore to senior, and then we have another 28 freshmen now. We ran out of helmets, so I got a bunch of freshmen running around out here without helmets right now. So it's definitely a good problem. Our AD probably doesn't think so because he has to go out and order some more helmets. But
it'll be well worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the idea. So what individual player do you see having the biggest impact on this team this year?
And you know what? It's not going to be an individual. And I know that's going to sound cliche, but I got to be cliche because if our offensive and defensive lines are playing well, right, any one of our skill guys can go out and have a great day. Right. And so as a whole, if our offensive line and our defensive line are doing great things, any one of our skill guys is going to be somebody that the whole entire county will be talking about. So collectively, our offensive and defensive lines, our big guys up front, they are where, we have to make sure that we are very, very good right now.
Well, I'm sure you're not the only coach that believes success starts in the trenches.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I'm real cliche, but you know what, we have, if everything goes well, we'll be 6'3" and 290 across our front, and that's pretty good. So, that's where we're putting our focus.
Well, Coach Everett, we thank you for your time, and we wish you and Willingboro all the best this season.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.